We have also heard voices of opposition to the BOL, pretty strong voices, local officials, and rallies have been held. And you yourself, you told us earlier that you are supporting the BOL, but with reservations. Perhaps you could expound on these reservations before we go to someone who is fully supportive of the BOL.
This is really in line with what is the available choices or what are available choices we have now. And this choice or these choices were actually laid down by no less than President Duterte. That is particularly his proposal for federalism. And I think that that resonates with many proponents of what you call this, a progressive struggle of the Moros, by saying that if the BARM, the present, the newly approved law, is better than, or the new envisioned organic or new, autonomous region is better than the ARM. The proposed federalism is supposedly better than the Bangsamoro organic law. The problem is, as the saying goes, a bird on hand is worth two in the bush. In other words, why opt for something that is yet to be crafted when there are only around 30% Filipinos who support federalism when you have already the BOL? So if you take the pragmatic line, indeed, the BOL is the right course. But yet, we know the difference between the BOL and federalism is that the BOL, as noted by Solicitor General recently, is that this is just an ordinary statute. It could just be amended like the previous Organic Act. So therefore, it is very close to what the previous administration referred to the ARM as a political experiment. So we are saying, why engage in another political experiment when the big paradigm shift is offered by no less than President Duterte, which is federalism? Because by federalism, you now restructure precisely the whole political system, and there will be constitutions for its so-called federal states. Therefore, Congress could not just amend a federal, let's say, constitutions. There's more some element of permanency in federalism rather than the BOL. So that is what I mean with my support on BOL, but with explanation as federalism as the most appropriate.
Okay, ma'am, you're running for the Senate, but
Tina,
you have also been campaigning for the BOL. What do you tell the people when you tell them about why they should vote for inclusion, for support for the BOL?
Before that, Tin, I'm sensitive naman sa Sulu. Kay Vice Governor,
Yeah.
sa COR, may petition siya, sa Cotabato, Lanao del Norte, where I'm from Balui.
Yes, because you will be needing all this political support.
No, pati yung I'm from Balui, which will be additional. I'm from that area na magpapa-additional sa LDN. So yung the governor is against also the BOL for the additional 6 municipalities. Ang akin po is that the democratic plebiscite, is the democratic mechanism to say yes or no, papasok ka ba dyan or hindi. So prerequisite po iyon sa ratification na may inclusion muna. Sasabihin natin kung sasama tayo dyan. Pero ang akin po, since isa po akong author po ng BOL, is wag naman didiminish ng populasyon ng ARMM 5 provinces. Kasing debate namin ng Robin noon, Tina, was lahat ba ng 5 ay boboto pa isa-isa? Yung Sulu, Maguindanao, yung original composition ng ARM. So, ang nag-float na yes is lahat sila as one. Kaya yun ang tampo ni Vice Gov sa COR. So that the value of the BOL for us is that this is what is guaranteed by the Constitution. May autonomiya dyan. Anong klaseng mas deepened autonomy ang BOL? It's because we have decentralized more of the basic social service institutions, DepEd, etc. Malakas yung ating inclusion o yung ating peacekeeping, paano po siya i-manage under the AFP pa rin, under the PNP, pero merong programa po yung mga qualified ng mga sundalong MI, paano sila po makapasok sa ano. So yun ang aking mga kinakampaign po. It is a mechanism, it's democratic, but there are mechanisms by which we can see more decentralization happen, and that's always the complaint. Wala kaming mosque, wala kaming madrasa, walang suportang DepEd. Ito, dapat sa BOL na yun.